Hey crew, what's up?
This is the Train Together podcast, a guided weights workout. I'm Lana Parks.
And I'm Jack Faulkner.
We're best mates, parents, and experienced personal trainers based in Byron Bay, Australia.
The Train Together podcast is here to help you feel good, move well, and do more of the stuff you love. We nail the basics with simple and sustainable training that complements your life instead of taking over it.
No matter where you're at with your training journey, we will give you everything you need to be confident with your training and get strong for life.
With us in your ears, you'll know what to do, when to do it, and how to lift properly.
We're here to give you high quality guidance and do all of the hard work so you can just show up, put your headphones in, and train hard.
But don't worry, there'll be plenty of banter, shits and giggles along the way.
The Train Together podcast.
It's a workout in your ears.
Let's go! We would like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we are recording today, the Arakwal people of the Bundjalung Nation. We would also like to pay our respects to elders past and present.
You're listening to the Train Together podcast with Lana Parks and Jack Faulkner. Hey crew, what's up? Welcome to episode 4 of the Train Together podcast, and this is the key to long-lasting results. But
the magic pill that everyone wants.
Exactly.
We've got it for you.
Yeah, I know. Keep listening and we'll tell you all about it. All right, so before we get into the episode, we're going to go... The potty, brah. It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. What have you got for us, Lance?
Indeed it is. All right, let's get straight into it. I'm going to start with a quick little story for my giggle for the week. So this week I had just a funny little thing that made me laugh. I had a brain fart where I was scrolling on Instagram. One of my friends sent me a story and I watched the story and it was of another friend. And the text over the story was 31 and practicing a dance and just making fun. And my brain took the 31 part and go, oh shit, it's her birthday. Key point to this, it was 8 p.m. at night. So I was like, fuck, I've missed her birthday.
No,
I am the worst friend in the world. So I went and double checked it was the 8th of February, the other day. So I went and checked on Facebook, just did the old double check. And yep, there it is. The 8th of January was her birthday. So I called her. Start singing happy birthday to you, sing out the song as you do. And she just starts cacking, going, it's not my birthday. Why are you saying happy birthday? And I'm like, what do you mean it's not your birthday? The 8th of Feb. And then it was actually the 8th of Jan. Anyway, yeah. we just lost it. We both absolutely cacked it. There's me singing happy birthday. I was a month late, but really I'd already said happy birthday, so I was technically...
You just lost it? Mum brain.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was a brain fart. It was just one of those funny things where I got the giggles. We both got the giggles. And what's my shit? My shit for the week is that I went surfing the other week.
Oh,
that
terrible.
wasn't shit. No, that wasn't shit. But it was raining initially, and then I was out for a little bit too long, and the sun came out. It came out, beautiful day, surf was fun, waves were fun.
Sounds pretty good.
And I just got absolutely toasted. I didn't wear sunscreen, got full-blown sunburnt. But anyway, it's all good. Went in, had my skin checked today, and we are good. We're all good, but that's your reminder to wear sunscreen and get your skin checked. So if you haven't booked in, go do it now.
That's it, and sun safety isn't sexy, people. You've got to wear that hat, wear that rash.
Slip, slop, slap, wear sunscreen.
No hat, no play.
That's it. All right, what do you got for me?
What have I got for you? So my shit is that work was quiet this week. I have a couple of people away, and then 2 guys that went to the snow that I PT, they injured themselves. So they haven't been able to train as much or at all. So that's a little bit rubbish, because when I get into these weeks when things aren't as busy as usual, I get into like a bit of a slump, and I start to be like, oh my God, like, am I failing? Not like to that extent, but I'm like, I feel a bit shit. I feel like I'm not doing as well as I could be, and I'm not thriving.
PT, hey?
Yeah, I know, and it's really easy to count the dollar bills when you've got a busy week and everything's going really well. But yeah, some weeks it's just a bit slow, and I actually managed to take a positive out of it and go to my giggle, which is just that I spent a lot of time in the ocean and it's just been absolutely tropical.
Oh no, you've been been slow at work, so you get to go surfing more.
Well, look.
Hey, Ez, I've got heaps of clients today. Next minute, Jack's out the pass on the foil.
One at 9:30 and one at 12 or like 2:30. Oh no, I've got to be in Byron all day. But look, so I made up for it with plenty of good time in the ocean and plenty of good weather. So look, even though mentally I was a bit down about work, that definitely helped, and we're very lucky with where we live with that. But look, anyway, I'll stop talking about that. Let's get into what the point of this podcast is about. So
we're going to give you that magic pill.
That's it. It's coming. The key to long-lasting results. You're listening to the Train Together podcast with Lana Parks and Jack Faulkner. For us, long-lasting results are results that actually let you do more of what you love. So we talk about being strong for life and being able to do the things you love. And whether that's for us surfing, dancing, swimming, running, throwing your kids around, that's what we want. And if our training can let us do that, then that's great. And on top of that, it goes a little bit deeper with being a bit happier with where we are mentally and physically. So when we train normally, or when I train and I've been consistent with my training, I feel better myself. My body feels a bit firmer, a little bit of soreness, feels good. I reckon I walk past the mirror and I'm like, oh, like, you've been lifting? Or as is going, oh, your
Even
arms.
If you don't look better, you just feel better, right?
And that's the mental part as well. So like, even if you're not like looking, oh, incredible, like you move and you feel good, you get those endorphins and you're just ticking boxes and you know you're doing something for you. So look, long-lasting results are things that let you do more of what you love consistently for us, and then mentally and physically put you in a better place where you're feeling good about yourself.
Just more living life, hey?
Yes.
So,
all right, lay it on us, Lines. The magic pill, come on.
The magic pill is that there is no magic pill.
What the?
Oh, I know. I feel like most people are pretty onto that now.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you still occasionally search for that quick fix or think that, you know, you're going to jump on this thing or that thing. You're scrolling, you see this, it seems too good to be true.
Got a wedding in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
oh, what can I do? Oh, fuck, I should have been doing this about 3 months ago.
Right, you hear that. How do I get toned arms in 2 days? You don't.
No. And look, yeah, we just clickbaited you, but look, we got to get some listens somehow.
Yeah, that's it, hey? There's so many things you can do right, and there's a million and one things that it's overwhelming. Like, what should you be doing? Should you be having your ice baths, meditating, eating this, eating that, drinking this, drinking that? Everyone's trying to, this is saying from one of my favorite people, they're trying to ice the cake before they bake the cake, right?
Who says that?
Oh, just someone.
Oh, one of my favorite people. You can't even tell me.
Oh, yeah, just someone. No, I heard it from a PT once.
Oh, okay, right,
Yeah, great
now
saying.
I know. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That's a great saying. But it's true, right? We're all trying to ice the cake before we bake it. So everyone's trying to do all these fancy
I'm trying
things.
to eat it.
I mean, we still want the icing. Right?
I want cake.
Yeah, we love the cake.
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah. The icing's still a crucial part. You need the icing, but you can't put the icing on a half-baked cake.
Look, if you gave me a bowl of icing, I reckon I could eat it.
Yeah, I'd eat the cake better, to be honest. Anyway, I digress. So basically, what are we going to look at? What is one of the main things that you think is going to provide us those long-lasting results?
I just want to take it back a little bit.
Okay,
because,
let's rewind.
Yeah, I know. Rewind a little bit, because when we talk about the magic pill, a lot of people are looking for like that magic supplement, or they're looking for that magic workout that's going to do exactly the thing that they need to look where they want to be. And people that are selling you those things, they're looking at your pain point. They're looking at the thing that you're struggling with. Okay, I'm a dad. I just had twins. I've got a bit of a dad bod on. Okay, they're selling me a diet for dad bods that are going to make you look like you were when you were 25. Oh, okay, great, yeah. Well, for me, Lana, I'm surprised you didn't jump in and say, well, that was only last year. But, you know, it's like they picked my pain point, and these people are doing that. And it goes further to those people that have done a group training workout or something, or a challenge that has lost them 10 kilos in 8 weeks. They feel amazing, and they got given a meal plan, and they basically just did everything to the T. And then 8 weeks go past, they go back to their normal life. They work out once or twice a week max, and they eat their normal food. And then they're back 8 kilos heavier again, and they're only 2 kilos off what they were, feeling a little bit shit. Like, oh, fuck, I should still be there. And that's why we don't at the moment do challenges. You know, we're going to say we're going to talk about that, but
One day,
maybe we'll have a challenge and something about changing your lifestyle and moving to the continuum lifestyle.
Well, that's it. I mean, you still have to have some sort of discipline. That's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Some sort of discipline, right? It's not just...
It's not motivation, it's discipline. People.
Right, yeah. But at the same time, it's about creating that lifestyle, creating sustainability and just making it, part of something that you can do every single day, week in, week out.
Creating a life that you actually love and want to live, that nurtures the things or the person that you want to be. Okay, so setting yourself up today, tomorrow, this week, next week, this month, putting things in place that help you be the person that you want to be. I love to identify as a healthy person because even though some weeks I'm not, when I smash 4 bars of chocolate in an hour, you know, I am feeling a little bit down on it, but I try to identify as a healthy person because when I walk into the shop the next time, I pick up more veggies, more pieces of fruit and things like that. But whilst protein and doing those things and meal timing and a certain exercise are really important, but the main thing, the overarching thing that we think gives you long-lasting results is going to be consistency. So consistency comes in many forms, and we know the classic saying that Rome wasn't built in a day, or that one hot day doesn't make a summer, all those things. We really do agree with those, and you have to set the foundations, build brick by brick, and...
So cliche.
I know.
It all comes down to that. Do you not think? Like, it all comes back to those basics and those things we've heard, and it's the boring shit, right? It's about being consistent. It's about being patient, and it's not going to happen overnight, right? You can get those quick results. You can do, really hard, aggressive diets, and they can work for a lot of people, right? And it is a tool you can use, but we're talking about in the long run and the grand, like
we're talking about for life.
The big picture, right?
I'm 30. You're like, I'm looking at it. I'm 29, 30. I'm 35. I'm 40. Where am I going to be in 15 years? These are the things that are going to set you up to be better in 15 years and things that you can do consistently to get there and feel good and have a really good time along the way. It's like people that look at me and the lifestyle that I've made and they have been working for 50 years in the same job. They're like, oh, I think I might retire next year. You've got it really good. Like, I'm like, yeah, because I chose this life and I said this is what I want. Whereas those guys, I'm about doing it now and doing the things I love until I get there. Those guys are working hard so they can do it later, which just doesn't work in my brain.
Yeah, so give us a week, kind of, in a week, in a month, or, over a year, what would be your consistent things that you're going to be consistent with? Consistent.
So the consistency for me starts at home and we have routine. So if we don't have routine at home, then it just sets us up for failure. So consistency for me is in sleep, is in meal times, and making sure that we have that foundation so that everybody has the energy that they need to do, or that has the energy that they need to do the things that they want to do. And that comes to the girls being able to go to daycare or not lose their shit because they're overtired. For Erin and I to be able to sleep and give the girls what they need / go for our workouts or surf. And then I like to fill my glass as much as possible. So filling my glass comes from being with friends. So I like to consistently do something on a Friday night so that we have the rest of the weekend free to kind of chill. And then consistently get in the ocean. And then the basis of the consistency and things that let me do that are lifting weights. So my workouts haven't been the prettiest this year because I blame the twins, and I will put a lot on them. But
that's life, right? Like,
exactly.
You've had that solid foundation before. You've been consistent in life, right? Leading up to this point. So if you have a little back off, shit's not going to hit the fan. You're not going to go, and
if I go from 3 or 4 workouts in the week to 1,
right,
and I've been in the ocean 2 or 3 times as well, then I call that success because I'm still being pretty consistent. 1 is better than none, and like when I spoke about long-lasting results, the mental aspect of it, that is really important too. And there's weeks or months or years in your life where the mental aspect is going to outweigh the physical. And this year for me, mentally, has been huge because if I didn't have that a bit of
This year,
consistency.
we're only in February, mate.
No,
this
no,
year.
the last year. If I talk about the last 12 months, so
I
the twins are
understand.
11 months
I
old. You know,
understand.
the month before that was full on. The last 12 months has been heckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the mental side has been a lot more important for me this year. And I look at the weeks and the months where we were thriving more and we were just like, thought we were killing it. And they were the ones where we consistently did those things. We ate well, we prioritized sleep, we got our workout / our personal time and filled our cups as much as possible.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to bring the B word in.
B, bread.
I do love some bread. We are hungry.
Booty.
It's lunchtime. No. Balance. I have to bring the B word in. There's a bit of that balance element to it as well.
I literally just described it, didn't I?
Yeah, it's that balance, that work-life balance, that social balance, which comes with a routine. You set your routine up, you find that balance. Everyone's version of balance is a bit different with that, right? But
what does your balance look like? What does your consistency look like?
the routine, I think, is a big thing as well. When my work routine is there, I can set everything else in between. Finding that time for me as well, super important. Planning when I'm going to train is important as well. But yeah, big balance for me is having that time with my friends and that social time. That is...
You got to do it.
Yeah. And for me, if I restrict something, I want to do it more. That's getting into the nutrition side of things. If I say I'm going cold turkey on drinking, then...
So what do you think about?
Yeah, just give me a beer.
If I say I'm not going to have the shug,
but
then
that
that's
is
all
me.
I want.
Yeah, that's me personally. I feel like I've nailed the balance, and I understand some people work better with the all or nothing mentality. And
how long did it take you to find your balance?
A while. Last year, I feel like I was definitely, I ebb and flow. But you know what? Even if I'm off in here a little bit on that side of things, then I stay consistent with if I'm consistent with my training, then I'm able to level things out there a bit more.
If somebody's listening to this and they're thinking, all right, I want to create my consistency, what are the basic things that we think you should have consistency in to make this lifestyle?
Well, yeah, we've said it before, lifting weights. And I know there's that whole thing about do what you love, find an exercise that you love. And I get that.
There's a time and a place for it.
Yeah, I still think the lifting weights, the resistance training is like brushing your teeth.
It's king.
You don't have to do it every single day. Yes, you brush your teeth every single day. Maybe this isn't the best analogy, but
it's a staple,
you know what I
right?
mean. It's something that everyone should do 2 to 3 times a week minimum, right? From there, then do the other things you love. If you love running, if you love a cardio workout, I think you should still...
Never loved running, I don't
No, but
not for me, but I have the stuff I love.
Right?
I know.
And I'm not saying you shouldn't do cardio. I think a cardio of some sort should be thrown into your week as well. For me, it's in forms of a dance class. For you, you're surfing, right? It doesn't mean you just have to smash yourself and blah, blah, blah. But then you can do your other Pilates and your yoga and all of that, and that can fit in everywhere else.
But what should you fill in first in your week? Your weights programs, your weight sessions.
Priority.
I'm going away for 3 days this week. What should I try to fit in? My weights. And when you lift weights, we're not talking about just showing up to the gym and lifting randomly. We're talking about following a program, trying to get a little bit better each week so that you're lifting a little bit heavier or doing more reps, okay? And that is really important so that you're going to get results you're showing up for. Yes, those workouts are hard, but that's going to take us to our next point, and that is consistently showing up. So you've got to show up, and like I said in previous episodes, or I always talk about it, is saying that planning is king. And if you plan, then you're going to set yourself up well. So plan your sessions, show up to them, whether you're feeling like shit or not. Because if you show up, you'll leave that room feeling 10 times better than when you walked in. And if you show up when you're feeling good as well, obviously most people can show up when they're feeling good, but you're going to be feeling even better. So show up no matter what. If you do your warm-up and your first exercise, you still feel like shit, go home. That's totally fine.
Yeah, the hardest part is getting there sometimes, right? So once you show up, just get it done.
Yeah. You're listening to the Train Together podcast with Lana Parks and Jack Faulkner.
From there, I guess the whole nutrition thing and having an understanding of that is major. we're it's so big that we're going to do an episode on
We
that,
will do an
right? We will
episode
do a
on
little
our
nutrition
approach.
101, but basically hitting your protein, eating some good whole foods, and then including the other shit you love. The good old 80-20 balance is where I like to
It's a
hang
sweet
out,
spot.
you
It
know?
works.
Yes,
Some
it
weeks
does.
it's 100% on the health because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need it.
yes. And
Some
if you-
weeks it's 50-50.
Right, that's it. So we'll do a whole nother episode on that. There's a lot to it, but also it's back to the basics. The same as everything, right? Like just back to basics. There's no magic pill with nutrition that fits for everyone, right? But just back to basics. So we'll come back to that,
But
yeah?
the basics of nutrition are eat your fucking protein, smash your creatine, carbs for energy, fats so your hormones can do what they need to do.
Sorry, what is that? Balance everything?
Yeah, literally. The good
Right.
amount of everything. And you'll find what works for you. Some people
Yes.
like more carbs, some
Yes.
people like more fats.
Totally.
You know, and you will find what works. And
Yes.
how do you do that? Tracking your meals, having a look at your macros, using those tools, and actually looking at what's on your plate. And that plate will change depending on your lifestyle. And we talk about
And
the
your
continuum
goals
lifestyle.
there as well, right? So you can go into the goal part as well. Like if you have a fat loss goal, if you have a build goal, you might just want to stay where you're at and just get stronger, right?
Probably good
So-
to learn what my maintenance value is, okay?
That's it.
What's going to keep me at this kind of weight or this kind of size, but look a little bit leaner, a little bit like more toned, you know, a little bit firmer. Those things all matter, and it comes down
Yeah.
to your diet. And no, you do not have to cut out all the things that make you happy.
No, no, no,
You
no,
need to
no.
keep those in because one day you're going to turn around and smash the whole fridge worth of ice cream or freezer worth of ice
Yeah.
cream. You know, that will come, that day will come. Unless you're like the 0.001% that just eat one square of chocolate and then put
Yeah,
the
we're
block
talking
bar
about
back
Gem
in.
Pop here,
Yeah, we're
right?
talking
Like
about most
majority,
normal
yes.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we normal? Is anybody normal?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
So we're talking about people.
people.
All right, and then the point of this is all of this needs to be part of your lifestyle. So when I said earlier about being in a group training environment and then losing loads of weight, doing really well, but going back to your normal life and going back to where you were or close to it, it comes down to making a lifestyle. And the lifestyle that we like to promote is lifting weights, moving every day pretty much. So whether it's walking or getting some cardio in there, I do think it's really important to get your heart rate up at least
Oh,
twice a week for
100%.
half an hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think that lifting weights 2 to 3 times a week, getting your heart
But-
rate up where
yeah.
you can.
Like a
it-
lot of people look at cardio though, I feel, as like a punishment tool,
Yeah.
or, you know, so I think it's flipping that script and make that doing something you love, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we pound everyone with lifting weights, but obviously cardio is great for you and your health as well and for
Yeah.
everyone. But I
And
feel
for
like for
meeting
us,
people.
we've naturally got that in our life now.
Yeah,
so
but we've built
yes.
to that. We've
But
found the
yes,
things. We're
yes.
lucky enough.
So you
have
need to
found the
find
things.
that thing that you love there.
Yeah, and if you
right?
don't know, try things. Try
Yeah.
tennis. Try, well, golf's
yeah.
not going to get your heart rate up, but you get your steps in. That's great. So,
Yeah.
And that's another thing. We like to move. So get your steps in. Minimum 7K a day would be really good. That's like kind of the number for decreasing mortality. And then up to 10, 12K is going to be great just for your knee and getting you moving. And then what else is in your lifestyle? Good sleep, nail your nutrition, 80-20, lift weights, and do something you love.
That's it.
If that ain't a life, then I don't know what is.
If that what?
If that ain't a life.
Oh, yeah, that is it. So, guys, hopefully, let's wrap it up there. You got something out of that chat. Obviously, there's so much more. Everyone is so different. This is what we find works for us and a lot of our crew and the continuum kind of lifestyle that we have built and that we love. Everyone's a bit different. You know, you can throw in all your other things you love as well, create your own lifestyle, but that's what we find really works.
That's right.
And creates those long-lasting results.
Take the things you need from that crew. If you need any more tips from there or want to dive into what we do and how we built our lifestyle, ask us the questions. We'll be more than happy to talk about it. That is episode 4, the key to long-lasting results. We love you.
In our personal opinions.
In our personal opinions. And if you haven't trained this week, make sure we train together. 28.1, search that episode, and it's a dumbbell-only workout that you can lift with us in your ears.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You.